Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special Dune Awakening video. The reason I believe this video is so special is because I have achieved something I didn't even think was possible. In my last video, the Cosmetic Armor Only Challenge, I asked you guys for some input. I asked you guys for some messed up challenge ideas for my next upcoming videos. And one of the most common requests was to attempt a no shield challenge. Another question I get a lot in my speedrun videos is that class armor better than a pincushion set? Pincushion seems to be the go-to for most people, and I totally see why. I was able to take all of that fire with no shield and without taking a knee. So that's why I chose the pincushion set. At this stage in the run, I was still testing what I could and couldn't get away with. Out of the possible initial spawn patterns, this one was the least ideal. But we gave the run a solid attempt regardless. At the 1 minute 20 mark, the room was officially cleared, and that sound starts wave number 1. The game plan was to use this side room at the start of each wave. On almost every other wave, we have melee to deal with as well as the ranged. I am currently running my Swordmaster speedrun build with one small difference. The Thrive on Danger technique now replaces disciplined breathing. This is a small defensive tweak to give us that bit more survivability. You'll notice that I've activated Spice Prescience at the beginning of the run. And if everything goes to plan, I should be able to activate it a second time. It was at this point I realized we were 2 minutes into the run, and we were about to start wave 2. Still no shield has been activated. That sound brings us to the official start of wave number 2. Remember my weeding step strat. Teleport to the one furthest away and knee charge the other. This is one of those waves where we have multiple melee NPCs to deal with. When we have inspiration and spice, it makes easy work out of them. In hindsight, it was the incorrect move to fight down this hallway here. Once I realized my error, it was back to the planter box to re-inspire and deal with the melee. Right here, I got completely stamina locked to the ground. But you can see Thrive on Danger kicking in as soon as I find some cover. This heavy was super low, so we had to take him out first. You can see pincushion doing work here, keeping me alive. So let's inspire up and take out this heavy. Now that round took a little longer than normal. But after a quick lap around the room to confirm there are no more stragglers, that sounds the start of wave number 3. I realize sometimes when you press Inspire, it baits the enemy to run to you. Splitting these two up is the first crucial step. Next, we run out into the main room to bait the melee back into the corridors. This guy. The melee NPC waited until I lost Spice Prescience before he came back to attack. That's some big brain tactics. But our knee is bigger than his brain. Also a huge benefit to no shield, you cannot take a slow blade. How good is that? Now that we've lost our war hacks, we're never really sure how many enemies are left. You want to avoid the line of sight of any ranged enemies that have the high ground. Always bait the heavies around the corner before you engage if you can. And here's the first real error of the run. I got trapped in the corner and set on fire. I wasn't able to heal fast enough, and Thrive on Danger couldn't help me either. But once we got back up to our feet, we re-inspired and made that heavy pay. Take a knee. I was really upset that I got downed, and this guy paid for it. Maybe a little bit of overkill there. And that sound brings us to the start of wave number 4. So I was off to my side room to start the round, and look who spoiled the party. I guarantee you that if my Spice Prescience was activated, they would have never made that move. Anyway, we take what we're given, we re-inspire, and we try to re-spice. That's 1. This is 2. And then it's just 3 and 4. No shield, baby. Knee charge is so versatile, it stops the enemy from firing and deals damage. A must for any no shield build. Oh my goodness, this is getting ridiculous now. So let's see, can we finish this run with our no shield build? We're gonna need a little bit of help. Let's spice up and make things a little more fair. I realized here that this corridor is not the play, so I thought I'd run around the other side. And I was able to weirding step right here and finish this heavy while out of sight. Let's pick off the last of these stragglers and finish off wave number 4. Trying to approach each enemy individually and staying out of line of sight. As soon as we start taking fire, we either have to teleport to them or get out of the way. That's wave number 4 cleared. And that sound is the start of wave number 5, the final round. So over to our side room for the last time. As soon as those melee split, we weirding step the one furthest away. And then we knee charge the other. They just can't help but chase you around the corner. So we make them pay. Let's finish off this ranged and get out into the main room. Inspire up and wait for the melee. Now we can focus the rest. If we take these fights at the back of the room and try and stay behind cover, it makes it harder for the range to land their shots. And because we have no shield, this is crucial. The flamethrowers are good that they have no range, but bad in that they absolutely melt. Luckily though, only a single bandage was needed this entire run. Because if it's not an emergency, Thrive on Danger can handle it. So it's time to inspire up and handle these last 3 remaining enemies. We bait this melee away from the flamethrower. And finally we're free to deal with the heavy. And ladies and gentlemen, that gives us an official sub 12 agave farm using nothing but pincushion, no shield. So there we have it. The question has been answered. Is it possible to complete a Deep Desert Lab solo with no shield? For this particular challenge, I went with a T6 pincushion set. But I guess now in regards to armor, the question is, how low can we go? Oh, and we can't forget our Phage Drinker and our blood bags putting in work. So let's have a look at the skills. Even though they are a bit all over the place, I will leave a proper full build link in the description of the video. So thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you found it informative, entertaining, or even both, please give it a like. And if it's your first time here on the channel, please subscribe, as we would love to have you. Also, if you are new, please hang around. At the end of my videos, I always include a little post-credit scene for you guys to enjoy. And today's is a little spice hallucination compilation. I drink so much spiced liquor while doing these runs that I'm constantly hallucinating once I get back to my base. I guess you can say the spice addiction is real. So thank you so much for making it to the true end of this video. And I will definitely see you on the next one.